Jake Paul's coach warns that Fury missed out on big payday and he may not be next. I got an idea who should be next. Yeah, let's talk about it though.
Push the weight and no flex. Alive is more than the six. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Boxing scene. Let's go straight over there. I found this cute. And this is for the people that care. You know, I put up a video in reference to, I did a live stream just yesterday, and I got a lot of comments from people I don't know that actually care about this. So since they care about this, I'll do this for them. Jake Paul's coach warns that Fury missed out on a big payday, may not be next. BJ Flores, the head trainer for social media star Jake Paul, has warned light heavyweight prospect Tommy Fury that he missed out on a lucrative opportunity. Paul, 24 years old, was scheduled to face Fury on December 18th in Tampa, Florida. 2 weeks ago, the fight was derailed when the 22-year-old with Fury withdrew with a broken rib and chest infection. Let me stop right there. Funny how a broken rib and a chest infection came about when, I believe the week of the fight, Big John Fury was on social media beefing about Paul refusing VADA testing. I did a video on it. You can search my timeline and look at it. And at the end of the video, he said it's not going to matter because we're going to walk through. You know how to, Furies, they talk a lot. So if it don't matter, I don't know why he was on social media beefing about it. All right. If he refused VADA testing and it worried you, back out of the fight. But as expected, I didn't speak it out loud, but I said to myself, week or two before the fight, we'll see if this doesn't bother him. And as expected, somebody got an injury. Terrific. So now he's out. And he was quickly replaced by UFC champion Tyron Woodley, who lost an 8-round split decision to Paul back in August. I really don't have any comment on Tommy except he missed out on a massive opportunity. Whether he was sick, had bad luck, or whatever it is, Flores told the Sun, it's a massive opportunity and probably one he'll never get again. That would have been for sure the biggest payday of his career. Even if he went on to be a champion, it's very unlikely he would have made that money again in any fight in his career. Fury, the younger brother of WBC heavyweight champion Tyson the Gypsy Queen Fury, yes, I'm taking shots and I don't care, was said to receive a 7-figure payday, pay-per-view bonuses, and a cut of the UK pay-per-view buys. He would have been Paul's first actual boxer. Keep that in mind. He would have been Paul's first opponent to be an actual boxer. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. In his first 3 fights, Paul stopped YouTube rival Ann Ensign Gibb, don't know who that is, crushed NBA star Nate Robinson, know who that is, in 2 rounds, and blew away retired MMA fighter Ben Askren. Yeah, whatever. Should Paul defeat Woodley, Flores explained that there are other targets on their radar outside of Fury. We've got other names on the resume. To be honest with you, other big names on the radar, bigger names than Tommy that are coming up. So I'm not sure, Flores said. And it doesn't really matter to me, to be honest. Tommy was neither here nor there. I didn't care whether it was Tommy or not. Jake definitely doesn't need the opportunity to fight Tommy. Tommy was the one getting the opportunity more so than Jake. That is the article. Link will be in the description. Here's my opinion. Okay. The good about Jake and Logan. The last Woodley event, I guess it did pretty good numbers. This kid is a YouTube star. He's maximized his dollar. I can't be mad at him for that. No person who claims to be a boxing fan, or I like to use the term supporter, you cannot be mad at Jake or Logan. Why? Because many of you support the garbage that's going on in the sport right now. And it's just interesting that he was in basically a fight was signed with someone named Fury, who so happens to be related to Tyson Fury, the biggest bullshit artist in boxing right now. You guys allow him to exist. You guys support your favorite fighter ducking and drug cheating and all kinds of weird stuff. Do not get mad at Jake Paul for, now he didn't sneak in the back door. I heard someone tell me, man, he said, yo, man, this guy snuck through the back door and robbed the bank. No, he didn't. You know what he did? While Bud is ducking Errol, yes, I said it, and not accepting 60-40, but saying he wants the IBF route, which is 65-35. While he's doing that, and the fans are fighting, the Bud supporters and the Errol supporters are fighting amongst each other, and the Wilder supporters are fighting with the Fury supporters, and the AJ supporters are fighting with everybody else. And we're asking, why is everyone ducking King Kong Ortiz, and Big Baby Miller in New York is popping dirty and getting suspended? But then, you got Mauricio Suleiman saying, hey, man, Oscar Valdez popped dirty, A and B samples, but it's equivalent to 4 Red Bulls, so he gets to fight, and everybody's out here going crazy. What the Paul brothers did was walk through the front door. They didn't rob the bank. They walked through the front door and made a goddamn withdrawal. Right in your face. Right in your face. And what is he doing? He's fighting retired fat MMA fighters. He's fighting NBA players who only trained for 2 months. They're fighting other YouTubers. And they're getting money. And by the way, the last event, whether you feel he won or not, what I did see was the bonuses he gave to everybody on the card, with the exception of the guy you see in the picture, Tommy Fury. You don't have to like the Paul brothers. Respect their game, though. And to the boxing purist, hey, this is your fault. Don't complain. Don't complain. This is your fault. This guy is not supposed to exist. I'll agree with you there. Some of you guys in the industry, you think a guy like Bud Crawford pays this kid any mind? Been fighting all his life. Errol Spence. How does Logan Paul get a Floyd Mayweather date? Well, he got it. While y'all arguing over pennies and silly shit, the Paul brothers came through, and look at what they've accomplished. Get mad at yourself. Don't get mad at them. But what I will say, and that's the good. That's the good. See, I'm being fair. But let's be fair. I'm gonna hit up BJ Flores. He's a good dude. He's doing his job. He's doing right by Jake Paul. But while you're at it, BJ, there is somebody. You said you got people on the radar, bigger stars. I don't know what bigger star you're talking about, but people do want to fight this guy. Nobody's, wow. You saying you got other people on the radar. Who are these people? People that are just sitting down and saying, why does Jake want to fight me? I don't know who else wants to fight this guy. I don't know. But let me be clear. I know one guy that wants to fight this guy. And he's showing me every receipt. And you've ignored him. This man right here, Kendall Gill. Hey, man. I saw the text. While y'all referring to him getting 1,000 likes on a post that he made, he's been very clear. He's been very clear. He's not doing this for likes. He really wants that smoke. I repeat, he really wants that smoke. So you can fight other YouTubers, which makes sense. You can fight KSI or whoever. You can fight a retired fat MMA guy. You can fight NBA players. Small ones at that. Shout out to Nate. But he's not a fighter. He's not a boxer. This man right here, 53 years old, 6'5", got like an 80-inch reach or so. And guess what? He has a pro record, 4-0. This should be right up your alley. But what I'm thinking is this might be a little high risk and no reward. He's been calling your name, and y'all been in touch with him. Y'all offered to fight on his undercard. You offered him, Kendall Gill, to fight on your undercard. And then it fell apart. More and more, I'm leading to believe that you're ducking this man. So I don't know who are these people you're talking about putting Jake in front of, but if he's taking this boxing thing seriously, when will he fight somebody that we know? I saw him put together a dreamless Tank, who's significantly smaller than him. I saw Canelo on there. This guy's trying to cash out. Now, what I don't like is that there are people in the lower ranks putting in work, trying to earn their stripes. And if Jake, based off of name value, can slide in and get a Canelo fight, and I'm talking about, see, Floyd, I really don't care. I don't really care about Floyd because he's not an active fighter. These guys are still fighting. These guys are still champions. And if somehow Jake Paul sneaks in and gets one of these fights, that don't sit well with me. So what makes more sense? Financial sense. Canelo or Tank or Kendall Gill, which half the world, the boxing world's not even thinking about, but can really get in there, and in my opinion, will knock Jake Paul out. Or, hey, BJ Flores, or you could have another Jake Paul highlight reel knockout. You might be thinking, what does that do if I beat Kendall Gill? Nothing. You might get a highlight reel knockout. I mean, I knew who Kendall Gill was. More people know who Kendall Gill is than Ben Askren. That's the truth. That's the truth. So I'm saying, you saying why fight him? I'm saying why not? He's looking for the smoke. Make it happen. He's been calling your name. He said he'll knock Jake Paul out. Tommy Fury pulled out of the fight. Now you're fighting Tyron Woodley. You're hoping you can catch him on short notice. Maybe he was in the gym. Maybe he wasn't. I think we're going to get the same outcome. It's going to go 8 rounds, and Paul will get the nod. But next fight, please, fight Kendall Gill. This guy's for real. Or are you going to duck for real? You let us know. There ain't no shade. But you in this thing. Let's see you work. Bronx on deck.